Hey everyone, this is a table discussion of a new Strider 2011, I guess fall SLCC knife. It's a fixed blade knife. It is obviously tiger striped, and it also is made out of S35VN steel. Slightly improved steel than the S30V. Not an expert on steels. That should be something that can be easily found, but I think it's only 5% more of a certain metal. So it's 5% better. That's all I know. Okay, so this one I've been looking for a long time. They don't put out a lot of these. They are always talked about pretty highly, and they have a number of different styles of this particular knife. Sometimes they're tanto, sometimes they're kind of the nightmare grind. There's a lot of different unique ones out there, but I specifically wanted the one that I considered basically, I guess, the stock version or standard version, and that's just the recurve blade, basically kind of a fat blade and full flat ground. So I finally found it, and it's basically, when it comes down to it, this thing is just a neck knife. It's just a hunk of metal. It's kind of medium size. It's definitely unique to hold. The handle is small, and I always could never figure out what do you do with it. I mean, really, what do you do with the handle? So small. Do you spin it around? What do you do with it? So it's basically, it's a neck knife. You're not gonna get a heavy any kind of heavy push cuts with it. You might be able to baton with it, but it's just a last ditch knife or utility knife that it's easy to have around, and fixed blades, durable. Let me see if I'm in focus. Got the macro lens on today. It is very sharp. It came with this basically Kydex sheath, riveted, small enough just for the knife. No pocket clips, no loops, no belts or anything like that. But it came with some paracord just at the end. You could wear it around your neck. You could, you can do a number of things with it. What else? There's not really a whole lot to say about it, and it has the Strider logo on the right side if you're right-handed, and the Strider name logo on the left side. It just has two holes down at the bottom, one here. It has I guess the best way to hold it is like this. I can't say heavy use is going to be that comfortable. But, I guess the jimping back here is so your hand doesn't slide, has more jimping up front. You can buy, drawing a blank here, you can buy handle covers on the back here if you can find them. Most of the knives I've seen do not have scales. That's the word I'm looking for. And it's recurve blade here, so then it has a thick spine, and like I said in my first video, my unboxing video about this knife, it is not the most expensive Strider out there. It's one of the least expensive Striders out there, and honestly, for a hunk of metal and some design and recurve and marketing and some support, they're probably making a little bit on it, but that's just me speculating. The knife has the standard, let me focus in, has the standard Strider sharpening method. It's, at the base of the knife, it's very sharp. And my opinion is that it's a different degree of sharpness, edge profile, than as I say on my other videos, the first fourth of the knife is thicker, and that just provides for more durability at the tip of the knife. Very hard to focus on the blade. So anyways, it's the standard method that Strider uses to sharpen their knives. Very sharp. 3/4 of the knife, and the last fourth is a little more. It is sharp. It's thicker, so it's, you know, it's going to be harder to push through things. Okay, slicing and all that stuff is going to be the same. All right, zoom in on the logo. It's more like focus in. Okay. Other side. And then you can see the jimping, very thick on the back here. Tiger stripes. That's not paint or anything. I read that as some kind of blasting process. It's simply taking a, I don't know if it's a sandblaster or what, but just across the blade. So let me compare this knife in size to some things I brought out here. And because I think that's helpful, I consider it a medium to small size fixed blade. Let's start off with something that you may not have occurred to you that would be a competitor product to this. It's the Zula knife, and it's basically the Randall Adventure Knives Zula. This is the first version of it, and you can see that the SLCC is slightly longer, certainly bigger blade profile, and the overall spine thickness is way bigger. So if you like the Zula and you like the concept of a neck knife, then the SLC might be one for you to look at. So let's put this back down here. Certainly there's a weight difference. The site that I bought this from didn't really have any specs, length, weight, or anything like that, so I have no idea what the weight is. That reminds me, let me show you the length here. So brought up my trusty made in China ruler. 6.5 inches basically is what I'm gathering from the tip to the tip. The blade length, it's going to be basically, let's see, you know, I would call it 3 3/4 inches maybe. You kind of have to count the blade all the way to here. Actual cutting surface, let's call it 3.5 inches. Okay, and not going to be able to show you very well, I'm sure, but the thickness, yeah, I don't even know. A little less than 1/4 of an inch. Millimeters, I gotta pull it out of frame here, so hold on here. 5 millimeters maybe in thickness. Okay, so that's the Zula and the measurements, and let's look at one other one here that I would consider a competitor but not a neck knife. Okay, it's a small fixed blade. This is the SE3. Okay, it doesn't fit all in the camera here, but certainly bigger in length. And it has a width that is also smaller, but the scales are on here. And it's certainly more comfortable to use. But again, it's a different style of knife. Lastly, if I still have it, I want to show you the standard S&G. So compare in size. So you can tell right away that the S&G is what? What is it? Longer. That's right, longer. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know.